Hello, this is Josh Hunter, presently in the city of Santa Monica, California. Okay, I know I said they were gonna put a gate up where this place was, and I couldn't. They put the gate up. I didn't know they were gonna leave some space for me, so I thought they were just gonna close it off entirely. I mean, I'm not saying they left the space for me. All right, I've been holding on to this for about 4 days, and something told me hey, don't, because I immediately wanted to say, hey, look, I found this thing, and I think it's some pretty good evidence of what's going on. But I thought to myself oh, I should wait before I fucking say something. So it's been it's been 4 days. It hadn't been more than 3 days. That's for damn sure. All right. So I was walking, and I found a ring. All right. I'm going to show you this ring. It's got 28 diamonds on it, or I don't know. I mean, they're diamond, and it's real gold. It's some type of gold. It's got the number, when they say. Now, inside the band is etched the letters E, H, and C. -925. What is my last name? Hunter. What is Emma Chamberlain's name? Oh, it's Emma Chamberlain. E-C. E-H-C. Emma Hunter. This is happening. This is happening. Look, I just found this ring. Look at this. I couldn't be making up the thing with the shoe, all types of other things. Look. Come on. Oh, okay. So, because in one video I said, what should, I was talking. No, let me stay. Okay, all right. Maybe a lot of people aren't about this. Maybe they're he's been homeless for too long. You don't know who you're dating. He could be anybody. Nobody's vouching for him. He's just So what does this mean? How am I supposed to interpret this? Even if I'm just because some people, they're oh, here are all the signs, oh, that this is supposed to happen. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, probably in a couple of videos from now, if not my next video, I'm gonna make a list of some of the real big signs that we're we're a match. Because look, all right, the thing with the shoe, all right, how is she supposed to know? I mean, I've never met her before. I mean, as far as I know, I've never been walking around and say, oh, there's Emma Chamberlain. That's never happened. Okay, if I have seen her, because I mean, I guess we do kind of live both in Los Angeles County. I have not recognized her. All right. So, all right. So the thing with the shoe, where some, and there are other things I don't necessarily want to bring up. Not just yet. I want it to be an organized thing, and just general clues. For some reason, I can't remember all the things right now. But this ring, come on. EHC. I mean, this says she would Okay, and so one way that I interpret this is, now this could be I don't know, it could mean something else, but let's see. I'm not gonna say it. No, I'll let you decide. Because I'm thinking if someone was pranking me, if someone was oh, Josh thinks like that he deserves to fucking be with like Emma Chamberlain. Let me fucking prank this guy. And I'm wondering like if I'm being pranked, I never even kissed a woman. There's so many things I don't know about the dating world. I could be easily taken advantage of. So what do you think it means? Okay? As of right now, I still only have 4 subscribers, and there aren't like, if anyone is watching this, they're not watching my YouTube videos with any seriousness. So if this is your first time watching this, and what would you say? Like, I haven't given a lot of evidence. Okay? If this is your first video watching this, and you've never even heard of my speculation that I should be like, being like, more than friends with Emma Chamberlain. Like, what do you think? Okay, if you were in my position, and and you found a ring, gold and diamonds, just found it, and it's got the letters inscribed in it, EHC. How should I interpret that? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh, maybe it's some other some other EHC. Do I know anybody else? Because this implies a marriage, okay? Because if it were just EH, right, which would be like Emma Hunter, right? Could be any Emma, right? It could be anyone named Emma. But with the C, it says okay, EC, right? Now, why doesn't it say like ECH? I don't know. This is very big stuff. So, also, let me say, because I know I've been saying like, oh, we should go on a date. When our date should be like, we shouldn't do it like, because while this pandemic is going it probably is not a good idea to like just be like, outside. It might be a little disrespectful. So I was saying like, we should have a date, but like, I don't know, at some place that isn't like, I don't know. Just like a date, but just like is okay. So, you might be wondering, you might be saying, Josh, you got to think about the reality of this, okay? You've never actually been famous, all right? You've been around a lot of, people, who have, you've been around famous people, but you've never had the spotlight on you. You've never been like someone where people are like following you, watching you. So you may think that you're ready for this, but how could you? I mean, you may be like, well, I'm glad you asked. I do all types of exercises. All right, I'm amongst the public all day long. Okay, and the public sees me all day. Okay, they see me when I'm sleeping. They see me when I'm awake. I wear the same clothes like pretty much all the time. Like, what would I have to be worried about? Like, because you think like, oh, if you're famous, like you might get like nervous because, oh, what if I say the wrong thing? I have more than 200 fucking YouTube videos. I'm talking constantly. What do you mean, what if I say the wrong thing? You mean like, what if people have an opinion about what I say? Yeah. Well, I'll shut them down. I'll dismantle their arguments. Oh, also, let me remind you, you shouldn't be arguing with me like if you want to argue with me, make sure you really believe in what you're arguing with me about. It's a good idea to just really think. Like, if you see me and you hear me say something, you immediately want to be like, oh, well, actually, Josh, and you want to get into like a serious argument. Be sure, because if that's something that you need to believe in, then you should not be arguing with me. Like, basically, as a rule of thumb, do not argue with me about something that you need to believe in. Because I lost a lot of beliefs, so I know how to get rid of a belief real quick. So am I worried about like being like a famous person? Like, what will people say? I'd like to hear what they have to say, actually. Because a lot of these guys are still they're still sleeping. And I got plenty of coffee. ChamberlainCoffee.com. Doesn't even fit on my fucking finger. I mean, I can't wear this ring. I think it's meant to be like a necklace or something. Maybe I'll put it on this. I just found this recently too. I think this is nice. It gives me like a slightly like Eastern vibe. But there's no room. I'd have to. Can I untie? I don't know. Can I? Anyway. All right. So I'm pretty sure this is. I'm not sure how people are gonna react to this. If I'm being honest, like I don't know like what people feel like, because I'm like 100 years old, so I don't know if I don't know if people are like but like I said, like I'm pretty much I'm almost like I'm like mid I'm like in mid condition, so it's like all right. Gold and diamonds. Is that? I mean, that's what the 925. That means it's like real, right? Because they don't put like fake diamonds on fake gold. They only put real diamonds on real gold. And I just found this. Like, if that doesn't mean like, then what? Like, okay, so all right. So here's the thing. All right. So let's say like a year from now, I'm watching this video. What am I saying? What am I thinking about this video? Am I saying like, oh, you were right, Josh? Or am I saying, oh, yeah, I'm saying you were right, Josh. That's what I'm saying. I'm 34 years old. I'm 30. In my head, I'm 34 years old, and I've got the best grades. Oh.